All right, so I'm about to get started. Y'all can adjust y'all cameras and stuff. But as everybody know, we're gonna call this the Benediction podcast. Like the last we just did one the other night, it was pretty short. And Tobias came up, well, me and Tobias came up with it. Like we wanted to do like a therapy session or whatever with young people and stuff like that. And I think it'll be a pretty good. We call it the benediction because I guess we're a lot of church kids and stuff like that. So it's kind of the topics and things we want to talk about after church. And that's kind of what we kind of came up with. So we call it the benediction because that's what the preacher gives when we leave church. So tonight, I think Shannon had a topic she wanted to talk about. So she gonna
But Isaac, you can't see his face.
I think he may be driving or something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was my.
Yeah, but Shannon had a topic she wanted to talk about. So let's go, Shannon. Let's do it.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure. I don't know if y'all had saw it or not. Tobias, why are you gonna laugh?
Oh, hold up.
It's so cool how every time somebody says something.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay. Well,
Hold up, Shannon. Hold up. So what we're gonna do is we introduced ourselves the other night. So Tobias can introduce himself, and if Isaac want to, he can, and then Titus can too. So y'all can go first. So if Isaac driving, we're gonna leave him out this time. We'll catch him this time. We'll just do Titus and Tobias.
Yeah, it's like I trying to talk, but it's breaking up.
Yeah, it was breaking up.
Yeah. But Tobias and Titus, y'all can go ahead and introduce yourself.
They might know Titus by the time this get out.
Right.
All right. So my name is Tobias Cody, and we are very excited to be on the benediction that was founded by our Church of God in Christ founder, Titus Curry. And his so I'm Tobias.
Hello, my name is Titus, and I am Tobias's brother, friend of the family. If everybody, we know each other. We're excited to be after the benediction, in the benediction at church.
This man's crazy. Hey, but y'all just say like some things that y'all like to do after church. What's some things y'all like to do after church?
After church, you gotta eat.
Amen.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat.
Oh, glory.
And it's better if somebody cooked.
Hey, I don't want to have to cook. I don't want to have to cook it. But also, if it's a real chill Sunday, you can go and spend time with your family.
Eat, man.
You can go out to eat. You can go and how we do sit around the house over there, Mama Curry's or or whatever. So if just kind of chill with everybody and relax.
Because a lot of people don't realize, bro, as like in history, just sitting around and eating, bro. They did that jump break some walls down.
The Last Supper.
Supper.
The what else they when everybody got the Holy Cook.
The Feast of the Tabernacle.
No, when everybody got the
Pentecost.
Pentecost.
When you got it's something about
they said one accord, everybody had mashed potatoes. That ain't scripture. So
y'all great.
When the preacher say, I can make this up.
So that's what they like to do. It sounds like they like to eat.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into this topic that Shannon wanted to bring up, and we're gonna get everybody's perspective on it. So Shannon, you got the floor.
Before I do start, we did forget to introduce.
Oh my goodness. First Lady Curry.
She said, don't say that.
By the way, she's First Lady Curry, aka Mom Stephanie Curry. So you can introduce yourself, Mother. We honor you tonight.
She said, I'm Mom. That's right. Straight to the front. I'm Mom.
We honor you tonight.
I'm just Mom. She's just Mom. But
this is a powerful
this is our
woman of God.
This is our guest on tonight.
Well, man.
Despicable.
This gonna be nice.
What is he eating?
I'm sorry.
Not something that's got to McDonald's.
I guess we after church and he doing what he like to do after church.
Yeah, we just came from ministering with some other folks, fellowship. We were playing basketball. We went to church, but we was fellowship.
Amen.
All right, Mom. Well, Mom already said what she gonna say. Shannon, let's go.
Okay, I don't know if y'all have saw it, but I had reposted a post on Facebook a few days ago, and it was it had said, when like you get married, do you put your wife or do you put your mom first?
Ooh.
And that was just that was like a perspective that I thought was very, important to talk about. Looking at some of the comments, most people, they had their own opinion of it. Some agreed to it, and then some of them, they just gave their opinion of what they thought was best. So my opinion, yes, I do agree with the wife being first. First you put God first, then it goes your wife, and then and then after that, then however you figure the order may be. But some people felt like they didn't want to put their wife first. Some people felt like my mom will always be first because that's my mom. She brought me in this world, this or that, whatever it may be. But like I had said, when you get married, your wife becomes, first. Why? Because you're leaving your mom and you're marrying, your wife. So she should come first. Your mom, you're not taking care of your mom. You're not building a family with your mom, or you're not sleeping with your mom, whatever it may be.
But the Bible say, honor your mother and father.
Exactly. With your wife. So that's why you put her first, because you're doing all the new things with your wife, not your mom. Mm-hmm. But that's my perspective of how it may be, because the Bible say we're one. So
hey, glory.
But
said it all.
Shannon don't try
You
to.
pretty much said it all, Shannon. So
We'll see you next week.
But I'm gonna go against what she said just for the sake of going and being wrong, right? For the other people who
Just
don't
for the
feel
sake
like
of being
that,
wrong.
right?
Go for
So
it.
if you are, I feel like if someone was in a relationship with another person, or they just got married, whatever. Well, we talking about getting married. So if you just got married to somebody, they may feel like, hey, I've known my mom longer than I've known this person. I have more loyalty to my mom than this person. You know what I'm saying? So they may feel like a lot of people in the world generally have a perspective of loyalty over love anyways.
Right.
Like they have a perspective of, like I said, I've known my mom. These my people, they raised me, they did so much for me. I owe them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
My mom gonna sit in the front seat. Not, you know what I'm saying? So what would you say to that?
You wrong.
Right. Because
she supposed to sit in the back.
Because you still love your mom. Like putting your wife first doesn't mean you're not gonna take care of your mom. She hold her own place. Your mom you always gonna make sure your mom is taken care of. But your wife just go first. That don't mean you don't do nothing for your mom. Just forget about mom. That means your wife needs to come first. Like she's first. Some people think if you put your wife first, that means just forget about your mom. That's not the case. Like we all love mama. Mama's gonna be good.
Some people was looking at it in that perspective. They was looking at it as, okay, well, I got to put my wife first, forget about my mom. No,
right,
we're not.
That's not the case.
But it's just putting everything in its perspective place, because when it come down to it, if your wife got a situation going on, let's just say she need a new car and your mom need a new car too, but you put your mom first. So you saying you going to get your mom a car before you go get your wife not going to agree with that. And then that's going to start, arguments and problems in your home, because, you putting your mom before me. Like, I'm your wife, so you have to take care of me. You got to take care of home before you do everything else.
What did First Lady just say?
Speak. Okay, she's a mom, so you can.
What did you just say, Mom? And then we're going to get back to Tobias.
That's going to bring a whole lot of confusion. But I think most moms and fathers, we raising y'all up to be young men and young women. And we prayerfully praying that y'all find someone that y'all want to spend the rest of y'all life with. And I feel that when that happened, you know, we already fixing y'all to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So when that come, we take second seat. We not first seat anymore, you know. So that's just how I feel.
Because the Bible say you're supposed to cleave.
It say you're supposed to leave your what do you say?
Leave your mother and father and
Leave the nest.
and
cleave.
but okay, I got here. You got your,
I think we on the same page.
okay, so what about the situation where, like she was saying, your mom need to call, your dad need to call. I mean, your mom need to call, your wife need to call. But what about those people who may say, well, I have my car, so we can share cars, and I'll get my mom a car.
That's an inconvenience.
But
That's an inconvenience though, because
That's not your household, but that's your mama.
What if it's a single mom
What if your mom is single?
and she don't
That's
have
good.
a car?
That's good.
Because that's good. Well,
Let's
Wait,
see
now,
what Shannon got to say.
I feel like it's a
They just threw a ball in there. They
I
threw that in.
it's a balance because
but
in our situation, my mom is single because my stepdad passed away. But we have an understanding. Like when I first got married, I said I love my mom, he loved his mama. We're gonna always make sure our parents are okay. So we have an understanding. If my mom needs something, I come to him and we agree on it. And we go, that's how we do ours. It's not I do it behind his back. Like he okay with everything I do for my mom.
Yeah,
So
like you
we gotta understand. Thank God we gotta understand it.
I got mama a car today.
$32,000.
Titus, I went and signed some paperwork. Got mama a
He
car
loves
today.
my mama. He probably buy her a car, so he'll buy her a car.
Yeah, I would. I would help Miss Walker,
He
and
just
I would do
being
that.
silly.
We love Miss
Yeah.
Walker. Yeah.
Right. But that was the good one.
I think
I
it just
like-
like agreement.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
a balance though. It's a balance.
Even with a single mom though, they go Chantel. But like even with a single mom though, I think it still had to be balanced out
Right.
because you still married. You took another woman in, and now she's your wife, so she has the first seat.
Right. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. But then in another situation, on one of the comments, one of the young men he had asked, he said, now you're a dad. He was like, you're a daddy's girl. And he was like, would you put your father before your husband? And I had told him, I was like, yes, I would put my husband before my father because for one, he's raised me to the point, and that's why he's gave my husband the blessing because he's giving me off to my husband. You know, that's no longer not saying, you know, my dad just gonna throw me to the side, but I'm more so on my husband. My husband has to take care of me now, you know, so my husband comes first, you know, go God, then my husband, then it'll come my dad, you know, but I'm not gonna put my dad before my husband.
Right.
That's
So
true.
that's my perspective though. But like I say, everybody on the post, they gave their own opinion. So everybody will have, you know, different responses or different opinions about different things. But
And
Of
my
course,
my
when it's the right-
response back to it was pretty much that if he felt like he wanted to keep his mom first, I felt like he should just stay single because mom can have first seat then. But when you get married, she got first. It comes automatically though. There's really nothing to explain. But and even mom should know that.
Definitely.
I'm
Because I feel like this too. If you get a mom that's single and she, you know, try to bring confusion like that, then you probably shouldn't marry her. Because the mom's gonna always keep a wedge between, you know, the two.
yes, mom know her place.
Because you got some of them that'll do that.
Yeah, that's true. There was something else I want to bring
That's
up
my
too.
mother-in-law, y'all. I'm blessed.
That's true, ain't it? That's crazy.
I'm blessed.
Look at God tonight.
I don't have to worry about those problems.
Hey, we got Chantel and Kendry on here, so I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. And what do y'all like to do after church?
They got introduced.
Hey y'all, my name is Chantel and I like to cook after church.
Shit at that boat.
And he likes to eat. So
Hey, what you speaking out there tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm Kendry and I like to plan and go to sleep after church.
that's a good one, Kendry.
Hey, that's something
Those-
right there.
After church naps are the
That's
best.
nap after church though, dude.
Right. After you eat.
That's it. That go in order. After you eat, go to sleep.
Sleep. But don't do all that if you got another service to go to.
Yeah, don't forget about benediction at 7.
I'm telling you. Shannon, what you was saying?
I said I didn't get to share my part on that what I like to do after church. But me personally, I like being around my family.
Oh, she didn't get to share hers tonight.
Not on this one.
And she cut you off, though.
That's right, Shannon. Tell your part.
Hey,
Right.
but look, on back on that topic. So I heard on that post Shannon made, there was a no name. There was a person on there. She said that she's the wife and she puts the mom first of the husband. What y'all think of that?
That's wrong.
I saw that.
You
You
saw
explain that?
So I guess she's the wife. So I guess she's saying in order to make it good, I guess she decides to put the mom first over herself in the relationship. I don't know.
Oh.
I just want to hear what y'all got to say because I don't get it.
Mom first?
Say it again.
She put her husband mom
No,
first?
the husband mom first.
Yeah, she puts
Her
the husband's mom first.
Yeah.
Did anybody
It's silent.
information so that we could have corporate prayer? But no, I think that's like I was just playing the devil's advocate at first, but I think that's backwards because, like you said, just scripture, like by scripture, is you're supposed to, be joined together with your husband or your wife. So y'all's honor is to each other, in that situation. But I think a lot of people for real have it mixed up to where they feel like their loyalty and their honor to their parents, their dad or their mom, comes before their significant other.
Right.
But like he was saying, we blessed enough to know the difference. So if the Bible says if you know to do and you don't, then to you it's a sin. So if we wasn't to do that,
Yeah.
it'll be a sin to us because we know to do better. But it's also a blessing to be able to share our perspective so that people can know what's right too. Because once they know, then they can do better. You know what I'm saying? So
And wise counseling tells us before we get married, always when you get married, don't put your parents in your marriage. So
right.
you ain't supposed to be going to mama and daddy and stuff like that. So all that falls in the same category, stuff like that. What you said, First Lady?
She said, "Amen."
Hey, I got an amen from the First Lady tonight. I'm good.
Yep.
All right.
And
So
very wise because when you become, two,
one.
when you become one, we don't raise y'all to get y'all where y'all at. We don't want to know everything that go on in y'all life. Y'all have to try to figure it out for yourself. You might share one or two things with us, but we don't want to know every time you have an argument,
Right.
Because also I feel like I'm not married, but I feel like when you start when you tell everything you're married, especially telling your parents and stuff, or even your siblings, they'll start feeling a way towards, your significant
spouse.
That's not, that's not good,
Right.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to do that. Like I said, I'm not married, but that's just even my perspective from my point of view.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with going to somebody wise because it's okay to talk to somebody with wisdom, but you make sure you talk to a neutral person who's not gonna be one-sided, who just gonna tell both of y'all about, tell you you're wrong, tell that person they're wrong. So you shouldn't go to your parents because they can like, that's my baby. I know she didn't say that about my baby. And you'll forgive your spouse, but your parents probably won't. And so you should just go to like a neutral person who won't spread your business, somebody who will keep it between you and that person. So it's okay to talk to somebody, just be wise who you go to,
Right.
I'll say.
Yeah, that's true, because you
You
don't
have
want
to pray and get led to the right person.
go to somebody dealing with one thing and then you dealing with it too. You're not going to get any help from them. So what is that
Right.
going to help you or that person? If I'm dealing with problems and I go to somebody that I know got anger problems, how is that going to help me? If I'm acting stubborn, why am I going to ask another stubborn person how to deal with this?
Right,
They
because they'll
dealing
be like, girl, you wasn't wrong, and you probably was wrong.
Somebody will
You
pass
need to
the
go to
collection
somebody who's
plate.
gonna tell you, now you was wrong for that. Get it
Yeah.
right.
because
We're gonna send a cash out to Evangelist Shannon Carey tonight. Go ahead, sister.
Shannon cutting up tonight.
Y'all funny.
That's that rubbing off on you from the first lady sitting next to you. Might be a little touch.
Five. That's five.
Hey,
So what y'all think, Chantel? Let's see Chantel and Kendrick. What y'all think?
yes, I need to heal tonight.
Like what?
Crickets.
I know Kendrick ain't acting shy.
Kendrick.
The camera loves Kendrick.
It's just like, I guess to kind of piggyback off of what everybody else said. So like with Shannon, when you were talking about anger on top of anger, like I've learned not even to like talk so much. Sometimes you have to sit and pray yourself. And a lot of times we like, oh, maybe I should just talk to this person or that person and they can help me. But in reality, the only person that can help is God, because God is in the center of your marriage, or in my case, future marriage. So I would have to talk to him only. And then if he directs me to someone, then I can let that person be my outlet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Let God, allow God to lead you. That's right.
That's good.
That's good.
Sorry. I heard this. I think my mom.
The only way you can.
She was listening to TD Jakes, somebody a couple of days ago, and he said the crazy thing is, as Christians, we think everybody on our side sometimes, when a lot of times people just want to hear what's going on so they can go talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So sometimes it's not best to let everybody in the church, but we're supposed to be safe.
Right.
It's best to not let everybody know what's going on.
That's
Right.
even when you're dealing with those type of situations, you kind of know yourself. Like Shannon was saying, the people you can go to with whatever situation, the people you can't. But like I say, even though we're supposed to give the situation to God, sometimes I know us as people want to talk to someone here in the flesh.
Right.
So we just kind of know who we can also talk to, you know what I'm saying, besides God. You know what I'm saying? Just to let something off your chest, if it's on your chest, just someone you confide in. You be like, hey, I know I can go to this person. They not gonna tell my business. They not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Hey, sister, do you know Chantel just left here talking?
He said that the Biden was doing it wrong. I think she said he hit her too. And he ran around the whole church.
The whole church is gone.
We hit her till he shot her or something. Like
I thought her eye was black.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
What'd you say, Mom?
I like to say this because in life, we're going to make our mind up to do certain things.
My nose just keep acting like it sneeze.
So if you don't made your mind up and prayed about it, you really already have made your mind up. So why you got to go ask someone else about it, you know?
I'm saying before you actually pray about something, you know, like I say, we're supposed to pray about everything, but I'm saying those times where you don't pray first and you just you just want somebody to talk to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Also, I know my pastor, Bishop Ron, I was just playing my pastor, but he said one time before, he said it pretty often, you know, when it comes to telling your business to people or even other people knowing your business and then they going to tell somebody else and telling somebody else, eventually, you know, when they keep coming back, you just become a trash can. You know, when you put so much trash in a bag, you got to take it out, tie the knot and throw it in. Then you got to put a new bag. Then it just become a repeating thing. So you don't just always come, you know, with a lot of stuff. Then you got to keep rechanging the bag and putting a new one in, and it ain't going nowhere. It's
What is your cash out?
Yo, we gotta do
Lord.
Hey, but look though, I feel like we should come up with some more controversial topics because I feel like we agree on so much.
Right, that's true. On the same.
We all have like the same, not the same perspective, but like we have the same views on a lot of stuff because we trying to live the same type of lifestyle and stuff like that. So we got to come up with some more controversial topics that we could not necessarily argue about, but like
debate on. Debate.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's gonna be hard though because we
So
agree,
do you have one off the top of your head?
I can find one if y'all just keep talking.
I got one. I think it may be a good one because we like Chantel to Kendrick Tyson to get married. Chantel Tobias married. We married. Shannon single. Mom married, whatever. But are we gonna be
here soon?
What she said?
Shannon said this song
right now.
Your phone is going out. What you said, Shannon?
You hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, hold on. Let me set it up.
I think she said this summer.
This summer? What she said?
Come on now, we want to get this news tonight.
Let me find out, Shannon.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I said my husband's on the wrong street right now. He'll be here one day.
Oh, okay. Come on now.
Gotcha.
Hey, baby, we don't want him in the street. We want him in the church.
That's right, mother. We want him in the church. I got a question, but are we like, we're not trying to like talk to ourselves, we're trying to talk to our audience too.
Yeah, that's true.
So I do have a question. We can go for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But
how we gonna mediate that? Like with a chat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody over the chat. You get what I'm saying?
How will we mediate what?
Like you trying to do it on live and stuff?
Well, not right now. We kind of on Zoom, and then I kind of edit this video or whatever, and then put it out as a podcast through audio, and then I put it on YouTube and stuff like that. Like y'all can put it on y'all channel once I do it or whatever, and it can be like that. But a topic. What you got, Titus?
Oh no, I thought you had one.
I do.
Go ahead.
I heard it on YouTube the other day, and the guy was like, it's pretty simple. Should the guy in the relationship, should the woman get mad at him if he doesn't pay for the first date? Is that a good?
It all depends on what. Well, that's not smart.
Yes,
oh God! Hey, Tobias, what'd you say? Controversial?
No,
Here we go.
No.
Yes, it does need to be communicated.
No. This is a date, or this is
Hey,
just talking. Hey,
This is a
let's
date.
go
They're
have
dating.
lunch
They're just
together.
getting to know each
Tobias
other.
and Chantel can talk about that because I think they had something.
We got a little story on it too.
This
Yeah,
is
go,
just
Tobias.
getting to know each other and having, food or whatever, or an actual first date.
It's a first date. They think it's getting serious.
So that means if it's a first date, he asked her to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, so when you say date, it is that like the formal, hey, can I take you out on a date? Like when you ask a girl that, because I feel like if you take somebody out on a date, that's not just like, oh, we gonna go eat somewhere. Like you have to ask them, like, hey, can I take you out on a date? I feel like
Nowadays, we have the woman and the man asking that question.
Right. And then like it can be kind of in the middle too. Like they could be like, do you think we want to get to know each other more and stuff like that? Do you think it's getting serious? Then they start like, I guess, should we go on a date? Like both of them be like, should we go on a date? So the question was, should the man pay for it or should she pay for it or should they both go in? That's the question about the first date.
Do you think our answer will be biased based on where we live or no?
What?
In the South, I'm just saying.
No, because there's too many people that's
way
like
different in the South than
that's true.
up north.
it is.
But I don't think I think that's just that personal. Because like me personally, I feel like if I ask a girl on a date, that's my responsibility to pay for that.
If she asks, it's her responsibility. But
I don't agree with that.
if she, no,
I don't.
It be some girls that'll ask and be like, because they're impatient about like getting asked on a date. So they'll be like, dang, you're not gonna take me out. And then when we get there, he don't want to pay for it because he's like, I ain't wanna, this wasn't my idea.
But I feel like if a girl asks you that and you not willing to pay for it, you shouldn't say yes.
But a lot of guys do that. Not all guys are sellouts like guys. That's what I'm saying.
Personally, if a girl is like, hey, when you gonna ask me to go on a date or whatever, I'm gonna be like,
Right.
Until you fix your, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think, not that there's nothing wrong with her asking me, but if I don't feel, I feel like I would ask you when I'm ready to go on a date.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like asking where my hug is.
As far as speaking on, hey, let's go get something to eat tonight, and y'all just trying to get to know each other, I feel like the man is not.
There's no obligation.
Yeah, there's no obligation for no one. You pay for your food, and he pay for his food, because you're not dating, you're not engaged, and you're definitely not married.
I wonder what Shannon think. What's Shannon think?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. In my perspective,
Real life, Shannon. I just want to say that real quick. Real life.
Yeah, this is real life. I'm talking about just me, myself. I wouldn't get mad if he didn't pay, because my mom has always taught me you're supposed to have something either way it go. Even though it is a first date, though it's a first date, and I understand that, like, we really on a real level, this our first date, we getting to know each other. So if he say, well, you know, you pay for yourself tonight and I pay for my whatever it is, me, myself, I wouldn't get mad, because I was always taught to have something on me. You shouldn't just go to the date dressed up nice with a purse and don't have nothing on you.
Bro, I'm about to say something.
So, but that
I'm about to say something.
Everybody stand up for the bitch.
That's extra large cap.
Look at Chantel. Chantel wanted to say something.
Hey, let me tell you this. I don't know if you said it's cap because when you saying that's your sister or whatever, but Kendra did the same thing. Like when we went on our first date, Kendra was ready to pay for her food. Like she had money on her purse. She was ready to pay for her food. And I was like, no, I got it. And she was like, you sure? And I was like, I asked you on a date. Yeah, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way I feel.
And when we got to know each other, we paid separately. Then once we start dating, then he paid.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiki was just like Kendry, and like Kiki was like, I'll pay, you know. I was like, we going to a movie, but she's like, I'll pay. And I'm like, you know, you ain't got to worry about that. But it's just, she was kind of persistent even till we got there. And I had told her on the phone, like, I'm paying, don't pull no money out. She was like, you sure? I'm like, you good. Okay. I asked you to come here.
No, Kiki, she gonna make sure she's straight first.
That Kendry did it, and Kiki, that's what I'm saying for myself. I'm saying, y'all saying Kendry did it and Kiki did it. That's what I'm saying for myself. Like,
exactly.
Are you sure? That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's not extra large cap, and it's not cap.
Don't do it to me, evangelist. Hey,
Shannon said you gonna pay.
Mini cap.
Shannon said,
hey, I just want to let you know she didn't do this. She had her thumb out too. She said it's not.
That's her grabbing that card.
So they I guess Kiki, you want to say something?
No, you pretty much said it.
Talk about your experiences.
You said it for me.
Okay then. But so the idea. So Tobias, what do you say about the men should pay first, or are you okay with the women?
No. I feel like the man should always pay for a date. Like if it's a date, and I ask you, I don't care I don't care if she offer. I don't think a man should let her pay for the date, unless it's like y'all already, you know, y'all married or y'all been dating for a long time, and it's like a rare occasion. She's like, I'm gonna take care of dinner tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But like when you're getting to know somebody, like I feel like you have to set that gentleman like standard for her to know like, everything will always be good. You know, it just gives, like, women have to have that sense of security and comfortability with you. Like if they feel like you're gonna be tight with your money, they gonna feel weird about you. You know what I'm saying?
And that give room for the enemy to work. And ask somebody else for some money.
Right.
But a lot of dudes ain't taught that in our generation.
Some dudes don't want.
A lot of dudes not taught that. Because I've been with people like a dude and he was with his girlfriend a long time, and we went to eat, and he was like, I'm not paying for her food. I was like, yo. He was like, she got it. She got it.
The fact that he just was so
And I was like, dude, you know,
what?
like, I mean,
I ain't paying.
At the time.
Can we like what? But like for you know, in church, a lot of times you be listening to what the preacher be saying, different stuff like that. But if a preacher or whoever's up talking don't really explain to you why Jesus, you should go and get saved, or he don't explain to you why this is like this or this is like that, you don't really understand why it's important. So why is it important for a guy to set that standard and pay for the date?
That's
Most
just
likely.
I feel like that's the ancient standard. That's all I feel like. It's
But
just,
besides tradition, though,
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Other than that, I don't know why.
I think it makes them, and the ladies can say how it makes them feel. But I think the reason why, like before I saw Tobias open the Chantel door, I wasn't opening the door for my girlfriends. You know, I'm not saying that my dad didn't teach me that. Well, he didn't teach me that. He did. I'm just saying, when I saw Tobias opening the door for Chantel, I was like, oh, I need to do that when I get in a relationship.
Right.
Because it even makes her feel like it ain't subconscious, but just to know he gonna take care of me. And he gonna sacrifice that little couple of more steps to go around the door, to open the door. It goes way deeper than that. They know he gonna sacrifice it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or paying for the food. I don't have to worry about that. Even when we get in a tight situation, I know God gonna provide, and my husband gonna be there with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think it is.
And I know we get a little impatient sometimes with the door opening. Like, come on, you gonna come around here.
Can't be like, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I feel like it's more of like an action speak louder than words too, because a lot of times guys can say a lot of things. They be like, "Oh yeah, but I do love you." Okay, but show me. Like, show me. It's not
Yeah.
materialistic, but it's like, you know, just action.
Definitely.
You better put some fire behind the words.
Ask Macy what she think.
Macy
Macy
over there.
Macy
Saying,
over there.
hey, you look like her. No. She just told what she been funny.
Come on, tell everybody what you think.
But
And I would say too, because I know the Bible tells us that the man finds a wife, find a good thing. So when y'all find us, we looking for y'all to do all that good stuff, because y'all the hunters. Y'all don't find what y'all want in in a woman that you've been seeking God for.
that's true.
That's what make us feel safe too, when y'all do all that good stuff.
hey, I got a question. This might be like going a little bit longer than what Titus probably anticipated, but I was
we
just
good.
thinking, like, what is the way, the general just way that y'all think that the husband is supposed to, like when the Bible say love your wife like Christ loved the church, and how it say the wife should honor her husband, as the bride of Christ or whatever, like the church. How do y'all feel that it's supposed to be like exemplified, like through the wife? Like some I feel like some people allow their wives a lot of control in their relationship because they don't understand. They may not understand how to. They may not understand how much control they want. Like saying, okay, this is a good example. Like saying, happy wife, happy life. But if your wife is doing certain things that is not pleasing to God in y'all marriage, but it makes her happy, do you still continue to do that? You know what I'm saying? As far as like trying to keep peace in the household. What I'm trying to ask is like, I don't think you should put up with certain stuff just to keep peace in the household.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. They say happy wife, happy life, happy wife, happy home, or whatever. But I think it's a compromise for everybody.
Happy house, happy house.
And that's the best way to say it. But I think it's a compromise both ways, because you do some things just to keep peace, but I don't think like you have to just like change your entire self to make this next person happy.
I agree.
But sometimes, like, I know most of y'all in here have watched my documentary that I know of, but just based off experience, sometimes a woman can change the way a man thinks. Like sometimes men don't, they feel like one of y'all was saying something like men feel your feelings or their wives' feelings before they can even say something. So like they know that something's wrong and they're gonna change automatically to try to save the situation.
That's true.
Well, that is true. But at the same time, we as men we're called to love our wives as Christ loved the church. Christ died for the church. He sacrificed everything for the church. At the same time, he flipped tables when they was doing things wrong. You see what I'm saying? So it's not saying I love you like Christ loved the church. Don't mean I say, okay, babe, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. Okay, babe, that's fine.
Right.
As
No,
much as I
there's
love
something
my
wrong. I'm gonna let you know it's wrong.
wrong.
From a place of love. What you say?
What is she saying?
I said, much as I love my husband, I wouldn't agree with him when I feel like, for instance, I know when our kids was coming up, a lot of times I didn't agree sometimes how he would deal with the children. And I would get kind of upset, because these are my babies and
Yeah.
so that's how it was. I'm not gonna agree. I don't agree with you on this one, baby. So we
Right.
can't agree on.
And that's another topic. That's a whole nother topic. I feel like that's a topic, but we're trying to stay on this line.
Yeah.
That's a topic.
I'm trying to stay there, but give
No, you're doing good.
illustration. So that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's good. But
Basically, if he's wrong, I'm not gonna agree with him. if I'm wrong, he's not gonna agree with me.
yeah, that's true. And it, like I say, it's just I think it's a compromise both ways.
Yeah.
Because you, like I say, you do some things to be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this or say this just to not make her upset, or vice versa. She make me upset. It goes both ways. So, Shannon, you got something to say?
Oh, I was I just have a question, but it's after y'all get done talking about the other.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Oh, my fault.
No, you good. I want to hear Chantel and what did Kendra say something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna mention something too though. I think that a lot of times the husband and the wife, just from our culture and how we may have been raised and not learning everything like we should have, we don't really know what love really, really is. So we just compare or pair love with affection. You know what I'm saying? And feelings and different stuff like that. But if you like kind of read the Bible and stuff and look at those stories in the Bible, a lot of times Jesus was just straight, blunt, and straightforward with those people that he was like, get saved or that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of them, he showed love, and whenever he had compassion on them, and that's how we should be with our wives and different things like that. Because like I was telling Titus the other day, like Chantel wanted me to like wash the dishes. And at first I was like, man, I ain't washing them dishes. You know what I'm saying? So,
right, yeah.
But then when she looked at me, she was like, okay, I was like,
it's that guilt.
So I
the guilt hits you.
And I cleaned the living room. So, you know what I'm saying? Like when you move with compassion,
Yeah.
you can, y'all can both get stuff done. But at the same time, like Titus was mentioning, you still have to be able to be stern and know like the boundaries. Like we're not just gonna do that because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for the wife too. Like you don't just control everything the wife does.
Yeah.
So it's a balance. Like Titus was saying, it's a compromise.
Right. Amen.
Yeah. And who said they had a topic? Did Shannon say she had a question?
Yeah. Yes. Coming from our perspective, when having a spouse, or even just not even with even with being in a relationship that's leading into marriage or even marriage, how do y'all deal with let's just say your spouse at our house, how do y'all deal with like correction, like without being in public and with being in private? Like how do you deal with correction?
That's a good one.
That's a great.
You said that when we was in front of so and so, you know, this and that or whatever it may be? Or is it when you're in public, you're gonna deal with it just the same way you would do it in private? Like, now you know you shouldn't have said that, and you're in front of people. Like, how do you correction in relationship?
Now to that, I can say that's something that, like, between me and Kiki, like in our marriage, that's something that I have to work on. Like, if I see Kiki, not like I'm calling her out, but like if I be like, why you do that, something like that, she may feel like, hey, you called me out, and then she had to be like, in private, you know, tell me this, tell me that. But I don't never do it in a, you know, crazy dramatic way. But that's something that I have to work on myself and working on. But I'm getting better though at it, and it's just, you know, it's a transparent moment. But
So it's a working progress.
yeah, it's a work in progress, because we don't know marriage when we get in this thing. You don't know. So you learn this whole thing together. There's no like, well, I don't, you know, it's not about, it's really not about you. It's like the lady at the church, Sister Chinesta at our church, she say, you know, I guess I have to work on myself and she had to work on herself, and then we'll get better a long time. So
Right.
that's what that goes on for me. So y'all can go from there.
Chantel?
No,
like to say it when you're
Well,
ready.
what I would like to say is,
It's all right. Let them use you.
Glory.
well, like what I would like to say is, I think between me and my husband, like I say, I'm sure we could use more work as well, but I can say there's very few to none moments where we've been kind of like, oh, why you did that in front of people? Either we'll kind of look at each other in a certain way, or just kind of either later on when we get back home, we'll address the situation, but it's never a moment where we kind of in outburst in front of everyone. Because I personally don't like that.
Me either.
Because now I feel like you got everybody looking at me.
Right.
Yeah.
But use them.
Yeah.
But in that though, if you
Let him use you.
Y'all don't yell at me. If I'm saying something to you in public and you know it's something that needed to be corrected, and I may have said I may have a stern tone about it or whatever. Should you like deal with your embarrassment in the moment, or you know, put aside that embarrassment or that feeling that you may get because you're getting corrected? Or is that just wrong to do?
What, like, is it wrong to have the harsh sound?
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm trying to explain it,
I
but
know what you're saying,
don't know how.
T. I know
It's
what you're
like-
saying. I see.
If somebody corrects somebody, the feeling that the person who's getting corrected feel is embarrassing, and that's what makes them say, "Don't do that in front of people because you embarrass them."
But then again, even if
Wait, y'all. But hold on. Let me finish. So when you do that, should you put that person put their embarrassment to the side and be like, you know what, you're right? Or do you have to get mad at me back because I was trying to correct you? Not that I was trying to make myself look big or make you look small.
I get what he's saying.
I just feel like there's nothing.
I think it's how you do it, because that's when I was telling y'all that's something I have to work on, is how I do it. Because sometimes I can come off as harsh, as Tobias say, but I don't really be meaning that. But to her, it's like you being a little harsh. Like, yeah, you shouldn't did it that way. So I can get what he's saying.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with correction. It's how you say it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's how you
it's
say
all
it.
in how you say it.
Yeah.
And if it's said in a way to where it's like, what? That's what makes the embarrassment really come. Like, now you said it in a way to where it's kind of like, oh, okay. So, you know, now you looking kind of a little sour or whatever.
Then
And
that
it's
person
kind of
won't-
like I listen to different videos stuff. Like TD Jakes, he talk about marriage a lot, and he'll be like, you know, women submit to, what do you say? They submit to love. They don't submit to, like, I guess a wrong way of talking to them, however he put it. But they kind of submit to the love part. So if you talk to them in a loving way, I think they'll get it better
They'll
that way.
receive it better.
Instead of
yeah.
But it's
Yep. I feel we so sensitive. You say something, it just feel like we just crumble down, and then we stop talking for a minute. We really don't want to talk. We have to wait till we that feeling don't want to talk to y'all right then.
yeah.
I feel from like Mom said, we don't want to talk right then because you looking at it as, oh my gosh, all these people are looking at me and my husband just did this. My husband just did this in front of everybody.
Yeah,
not
it's
my friend, not my who I'm at with like that. And he just everybody.
Hey,
But this is the
we're gonna
thing.
cash out Shannon tonight.
This is the thing. Sometimes it's completely true. It's about how you say it. But sometimes, even when you say it the right way, just because you did it, there's an attitude that comes with it.
Well, I'm just playing.
I want to hear from Kiki about that
I have
because
that's true.
I know Kiki is very mild mannered and like she don't really warrant much like harshness.
I've seen Kiki get in 2 fights.
But like, how do you deal with that? Like when the woman or the wife kind of just wants to say something just because she got something said to her, or she feel wrong about, oh, I really wasn't tripping, so I'm gonna say something back.
Viewers, tune in right here. Tune in, viewers.
Tyler's making me shy.
Man, we get started up. You do it the whole time.
See me, I don't mind correction if you come at me the right way. Like if he said like nicely, I can receive it. But if he said in like a mean tone, then I'll shut down. I just be quiet. I don't like to argue. I don't argue. So I'll just be quiet. Then when he'll come back and apologize, then we'll talk and we'll get it right. See him, he the type of person, he don't mind, like he'll talk about it right then and there. But if I'm upset about something, I'm just quiet. Then once he'll apologize, whatever, we'll come together and get it right. But
And when
it's all about your tone.
she kind of be quiet about it, I'll be like, do you hear me? Do you hear me over here talking?
It's the silence. It's the silence.
I'll let Titus argue with he'll argue and I'll just listen. And I hear everything he's saying, but that's not who I am. I don't argue.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you how I feel, but once I tell you, then I'm finished.
But I feel like when all those other bad moments are gone, and then I say something, she be like, "You said that right. I can receive that." I'd be like, "Boy, I got 100 now. I'm good."
Because he's learning when he say things in a better tone, then I can receive it because I don't mind correction because I'm not always right. But when he said nicely, I can receive it, and vice versa.
Yeah. What Dad said?
Okay, so the emotional part, so like how y'all were. Am I talking over somebody? Okay,
No,
so how y'all were talking about the women, how it doesn't matter how the men may say it or come across that we're just gonna feel the way we feel, but I believe that that's also guys. So let me explain. There was this one time where I know I'm not married yet, but there's this one particular time where I said something to Titus and I pulled him to the side because I don't like doing that in front of crowds or nothing. So I pulled him to the side and I was like, "Hey, you did this, blah blah blah," and like he caught attitude about it, and he's the one that needs silence first. And I'm the talker. So then we get to the car and I have to make sure my tone isn't loud because I'm emotional. But I believe that men can kind of get in their feelings too, not just women.
And that's true. They can.
I can get in my feelings. That's 100% true. I do not know the circumstance that she is talking about. I can say that. I don't know.
Don't put them on blast.
Exactly what you're talking
Men
about.
have their time of the month as well.
No.
Yes, y'all do.
Yes, we have hormonal imbalances. I know throughout the month. Tobias, yes, you do.
I'm balanced.
Tobias, you ain't all the way balanced, bro.
With oh my goodness.
What did Mom say?
She
I said-
definitely knows he do.
I have y'all time too of the month.
Yeah. Sometimes, Tobias, that's true.
She agreed.
Tobias, that's true.
It's inside.
You don't
Tobias-
ever get mad.
I can show you the science.
And when it's y'all time, I think y'all worse than we are.
Okay. Hold on.
I promise.
Well, who's gonna give the benediction since?
When I say unto one.
We will go and watch TV, but y'all say.
Say it again.
Y'all hear me? We'll watch TV though. We gonna watch.
It's not even that. I can't even explain it.
Because it's
but
not real.
yes, it is. The thing is, y'all may not notice it in a full way, but it's there. Just those moments where you feel like you're a little more snappier than usual. Or even when you just want to be alone more than normal. Like sometimes you have those times too with the month. And sometimes being alone is necessarily you guys' phone. I know all of our fiancés and husbands love the phone when they're in that time.
Hey, now I do prefer that, like, so a woman's time of the month is the woman's time of the month. I do prefer to say that a man has his time at some point. I don't know about a time of the month and all that, but I do feel like a man has his time when he just, you know, maybe a little mad or snappy or whatever. But because it's there, rather you say it or not. I don't know if it's been.
It sound kind of weird to say a man have their time of the month. That do sound kind of weird.
Yeah, because we're not doing that.
We're not in it like that. I'm just in a different way.
Time of each month.
No.
I think it's the word.
Time of each month.
Shannon was talking.
Right.
What'd you say, Shannon?
I'm laughing at Titus.
I see a ball bouncing when Chantel keeps saying it. Time of each month.
I don't think it's time of the month. I think we have our times.
We do have our time.
I
Yeah,
agree.
we have our
Time
times.
of each month. We were just trying to compare. Put that on the screen right
Yeah,
there.
that's good. I get that. Yeah, the comparison is good, and you know, time of the month is good, but we ain't doing what y'all do.
At all.
We didn't say that.
I'm saying from the man's perspective, I'm saying we don't do what y'all do. That's what I'm just saying.
But you guys are still. But it's okay.
Say Phil, come on.
It's okay.
No, don't put a battery in her back.
No, I'm just saying. You were just saying it's not the same. I know it's not the same in that way, physically. But I'm saying as far as just how you act.
Right.
As
It ain't even that intense on thing.
No, it's not super intense. I'm just trying to make it plain that there is a time there.
So what's the next topic, guys? Wow.
See, and that was
See you next week.
Of what we were talking about earlier.
But I think that, you know, I see I see that it's almost that time.
Of each month.
We need to make that the trailer. Time of each.
Yeah, look, that can be a trailer. We can do that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And so, like, should we name this time of each month?
Yeah, I think every podcast should have like a title based on like something we said in the podcast. Maybe not necessarily a topic that we were talking about, but
I'm cool with that.
Time of each. That would be
time of each
a great title for this podcast.
Yeah, we can do that. But so we gonna close this out tonight. We enjoyed the topics and things like that. Shannon, do you want to close us out tonight? So, I'm sorry. We're gonna pray before we go out. Shannon can pray us out. Just a short prayer, and then I'll close it out like that.
Go ahead.
I gotta pray.
No, we finna tell a question.
Please.
Oh, hold up. She got a question. What you got?
Just before we go out, I did say that I was gonna bring this up. This is a quick topic. So I'm pretty sure you guys are very familiar with the movie Acrimony.
Oh God.
So what's y'all perspective on that? Because I had saw a post and it was like ladies stand by your man. No, support your man before someone else does. But the thing, I feel like in the movie, you know, she did support him. She supported him he did, like, he had nothing. She supported him all the way up to a certain point. Then, you know, things started going off. But I can't say when he did make it big, you know, he came back and he got her mom house back and money and all that. So what is y'all perspective on that really quick?
Well, my perspective on that is, if she was doing it scripturally, love Christ how Christ loved the church. Christ didn't say, oh, y'all sinning too much, I'm just going to go find somebody else.
Oh, God.
I understand he was doing a lot, or the lack thereof. He wasn't doing a lot.
The number one problem where I feel like they went wrong is when in the movie she found the evidence of possible, you know what I'm saying, cheating. She never had a conversation with him about what happened. So that caused the drama from her sisters. Oh, we found this wallet, believing everyone else besides talking to her spouse. So that's where it went left already. So it just wasn't gonna go good. Just for me.
It's been a minute since I watched the movie, but she
left,
right?
She left him.
It wasn't just her fault. She left him.
Everybody was saying that he was wrong, but she left him right, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
They just said he was wrong because he
but he tried to come back, right?
Back after that.
But then he tried to come back and she was turning him down. Then he even tried to give her money, right?
Yeah, he trying to come back. She just kind of
maybe I'm different, but I don't think
where is he wrong?
Because he tried to come back. She the one like broke up with him, right? It's been a minute since I watched it, but I think it's right.
He'll try and come back and make things right, whatever. But before he could even like say anything, she was like already cutting him off.
So what he supposed to?
And the money and stuff, she was looking like, what happened? And you know, so then he, you know, told what happened. He made it with the thing he had been working on for years and whatever it may be. So I just feel like he shouldn't have did all of what he promised her within their time being. Like when they were young kids, he always promised her, and then he also did go and do it with the woman that.
But she broke up with him though. Who wants to feel rejected? But who wants to be rejected?
That's
just
true.
Because that's what she did for him. She should never think that he's gonna turn around and do that for her. That's why it's like, most of the time when you help people, just help them from your heart, because you can't guarantee that they're gonna give you everything that you gave them back.
But she rejected him. Who wants to feel rejected? Like
exactly.
Yeah. So he was done. He was done with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He tried to come back. When she found out he had money, she wanted him.
Everybody who was protecting
and she
her.
ripped the $10 million checkup. So
yeah.
I think that's a whole nother podcast.
Maybe I need to rewatch
that's
the
a whole
movie.
nother podcast.
Yeah, maybe
I think that's a whole nother podcast. Right. And what we're gonna do is next week we'll pick that up.
Oh yeah.
That's what we'll do. So Shannon. Oh, Bishop.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, so we're gonna try to get together?
Yes, we're gonna do this in person. Kind of to start out, I wanted to do like Zoom to get the feel of it, get everybody to get the feeling of it. But we should do it in person, like on Sundays after church.
Okay.
That's a question.
Well, it's probably not gonna be this. Not this Sunday, but he's just saying in general.
Yeah, so, yeah. It's all. Yeah, it's definitely a question, but it's like, yeah, it's a question.
Got that with. Yeah. So
we'll but yeah, we'll get together after, and Shannon gonna close us out, but we'll get together and we're gonna get together and do it in person, tape it like that. All right, Shannon.
All right, all heads bowed. So we thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for everybody being able to come on and with our podcast and help us start what we've been trying to do. Thank God for letting us have a good day and a nice podcast for young people to come together and talk about church things and be on one accord. Bless everybody, have a blessed night and a good night's sleep. Amen.
Amen. You are all dismissed. When I say unto one, watch
and pray.
Live holy every day.